Mr. Timothy. Mr. Timothy was a maestro mortician, a post-mortem magician, only summoned when a celebrity's cadaverous condition proved too terrifying for one of lesser skills. A sultry starlet stabbed 17 times by stiletto heel. An innocent ingenue strangled by silk scarf till her head popped right off. A grande dame of the silver screen fractured and folded into her carry-on valise. Shocking, yes. Yet heads were perfectly reattached, wounds exquisitely sealed, grand dames dutifully unfolded. So, when America's sweetheart, rest in peace, met her untimely end, only Mr. Timothy could restore her radiance. Mr. Timothy swept into the Beverly Hills mansion where the death took place. Into the master bedroom, Mr. Timothy tutted. Oh, girlfriend, what happened to you? There lay America's sweetheart, her skull caved completely in, a frightful sight with brains, tongue, and teeth lolling about left to right. Her face, formerly lily fair, which had often landed her the cover of Vanity Fair, was now a disaster. Yet Mr. Timothy did not despair the task ahead of him. Instead, he prepped a poultice of plaster laced with arsenic. No need for fancy formaldehyde or viscera vacuum pumps. Mr. Timothy preferred time-tested techniques. You see, he was an old-school queen. A fact he reminded no one in particular time and time again. With nice hanky and warm water, Mr. Timothy lovingly washed that mangled mug. He gaily kikied with the embalmed bee. Oh, honey, I absolutely loved your last movie. Tell me, did you gain weight for that role? What? Or, oh, Miss Thing, your Oscar dress was a perfect choice. Mwah. Your nomination, not so much. Huh? Or, I never believed those ugly rumors about your husband and a younger woman. We all knew it was a younger man. Oh, Mr. Timothy, you scamp. The corpse, freshly cleaned, Mr. Timothy now carefully doctored that cracked cranium. With his trowel, he slathered his arsenic slop, carefully molding her features from frightful back to feminine. Onto her body, however, his hands switched from gentle to rough. He abused her alabaster bosoms. They skittered lower, pinching, flicking, fingering, leaving purple plump marks. Oh, relax, sweetheart. I'm a faggot. I can touch you however I see fit. He then plastered her pussy and anus shut. No need for those where you're going, honey. Now let's make you pretty. Mr. Timothy hefted America's sweetheart from the plasma-splattered bed dressing, and dressing her in a gorgeous gown, he propped her against a custom-built chair. Mani-pedi, taxidermy, all in one. He unfurled his bristle brushes and color cosmetics. I could make you a clown for all eternity, my muse. Lucky for you, I'm an artist. Her glassy eyes he shadowed exquisitely, her glossy lips he painted precisely. America's sweetheart would rot resplendently as a red carpet rose in perpetuity. He then jizzed across her belly, signing his name in spunk. This was Mr. Timothy's signature look. A masterpiece is nothing without a proper unveiling, and Mr. Timothy's funerals were known far and wide as Tinseltown's hottest memorial. A line of limousines stretched all the way down Hollywood Boulevard. Fans in mourning gathered early in the morning to witness the Hollywood elite eulogizing America's sweetheart. And inside, the lights dimmed, the curtains parted, a single cedarwood casket rolled itself out for final respects. Oh, poor thing. Oh! The lid blew off the coffin. Sizzling pinwheels set the stage ablaze with spinning pyrotechnics. Oh, a feet before dropping it like it was hot, exposing hairy ass cracks to the stunned audience. And emerging from the smoking sarcophagus was none other than Mr. Timothy, dolled up in the very wig and gown that America's sweetheart now wore as she descended from the rafters. A macabre marionette held aloft by piano string. She landed next to Mr. Timothy. They danced an unironic jazz tap medley as video montage of the dead celebrities' iconic movies played behind them posthumously. The audience sat clutching their pearls, and from a pearl clutch, Mr. Timothy revealed a People's Choice Award, awarded to America's sweetheart for a recent rom-com titled Cougar Cowgirl. Yeah! Oh, dreadful, dreadful. The very murder weapon he used to bash her brains in. Fabulous! The audience leapt laughing from their chairs. Another standing ovation for another of Mr. Timothy's homicidal sensations. Video of the deadly deed played looping on a 6-second feed as the corpse was unceremoniously heaved into the dumpster of that, whatever. Oh! $1 million deals were already underway. A flurry of texting executives and actresses begging to play the next hunk of meat immortalized in Mr. Timothy's beautifully brutal way. Showbiz. Hours later, following the cocaine and the champagne, the who's who Hollywood after party shit stains, Mr. Timothy sat watching Mr. Timothy back in a dilapidated vanity lit by a single flickering light bulb. All the others long since burned away. His weary eyes wandered over to his trophies, a stained stiletto heel, a stretched silk scarf, a diva's dented luggage, a cracked People's Choice Award, alongside the faded black and white photos of his former frenemies, the flamboyant pianist, the sitcom sissy, the leading man who died of AIDS. All gone. Everyone fucking gone. He de-wigged and coached cold cream against his greasy skin, the very same makeup remover he used to moisturize his mummy fragrantly festering in her ghoulish guest room. His very first makeover.
Time for your bath.
Shut up, mother! What a fucking cliche. Another snort of cocaine, another chug of champagne. Beyond the murders, the makeovers, the musicals, this was the hardest part. The removal of it all, the scraping away of that cross-dressing, sassing assassin that Hollywood still loves to this very day for his murderous misogyny. What? Lies! Lies! He loved them! They were larger than life. He was fixing them. Someone had to fix them, to put them back in the spotlight. He loved them. The big producers didn't give a fuck about them, but Mr. Timothy loved them. But suddenly, everything had to be bigger, bloodier, billions spent, yet some vindictive virgin in a trench coat with an assault rifle can execute women in the street and get 1,000 times the tweets, whatever the fuck that means. Fucking amateurs, fucking kids these days. Mr. Timothy was an artist. He was an artist. Oh, but he was tired. And no matter how determined Mr. Timothy was to wipe Mr. Timothy away, still Mr. Timothy remained an utterly obsolete sort of homicidal, homosexual psychopath. Countless curtain calls and Mr. Timothy's swan song was scrubbing and slapping and sobbing. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. The light bulb shattered to black. There'd be no glowing eulogies, no one to paint him pretty. One final snort of cocaine, one last chug of champagne, and with jagged glass against his naked wrist, Mr. Timothy slipped beneath a bloody bubble bath and into oblivion's embrace. Good fucking riddance. Thank you, ladies.